Hello, I'm here with Assistant Chief Chris Whitmire, who is retiring from the city of Marietta after 28 years of glorious service. And I have a couple questions I want to ask you.
All right.
Very informal, so you're shooting from the hip. This wasn't planned. So first question is, tell us about your most memorable moment you had here at the city of Marietta as a fire department.
Well, there's been many big fires, and a lot of things that, a lot of good calls we've been on. One call, it wasn't my best moment, but it's one of the most memorable, was we had a fire at Buffalo's Cafe out on Whitlock, and it was a fire that came in at 2 o'clock in the morning, and there was fire through the roof, and I was assigned to drive that day and pulled up as a relief driver, and your job and responsibility is to get the water on the fire and everything. Pulled up and set the truck in pump and thought I had done everything right, and I couldn't get water. And so that was one of wasn't the best memory, but that's one thing I always remember is I couldn't get water out of the truck, and the fire's burning, and everybody's yelling for the water and all that stuff. And
Well, my next question is, tell us your funniest moment you had here, either with the crew or on a call or anything.
Well, you know what? There's been so many things, and when you asked me, that we were going to do this, I thought about so many stories and everything. But one thing that always stands out is I was with Merv McDonald years ago, and we were responding on a call. Merv was driving, and I was riding the passenger seat in one of the old UD rescues. And as we're going on a call, trying to go through traffic, one of the cars didn't see us, and they started to come over into us. Well, the way those UDs were set up, you kind of set up over the engine mount. So as this guy starts turning into us, he's coming right at where my legs and knees are sitting at. And so I start climbing over, trying to get away from that car, and I'm like over there in Merv's lap. Merv's trying to drive, and we're getting in this wreck, and I'm like moving over, and I'm like basically sitting in Merv's lap before it was over, trying to get away from that car. So when we got stopped, we went out to see if the person that hit us was injured or anything like that. And we said, "Hey, sir, are you injured?" And he said, "Huh?" And he could not hear a lick. The man could not hear anything.
The last question I'm going to ask you is probably the one that's deepest to you, is what are you going to miss the most about being here with the city of Marietta for 28 years?
Well, certainly the same answer that I'm sure that all of us would give, the camaraderie of being amongst the crews. When you work here for 24 hours at a time, we eat together, sleep together, all these things. And so, you obviously have a lot of time to talk, probably more so than most jobs. You have a chance to sit down and really talk to people on a one-to-one basis and really get to know people and their families and everything. Of course, when we're together, there's always a lot of joking and laughter, and nobody's immune. Everybody is made fun of, and you kind of have to learn how to laugh at yourself. If you don't know how to laugh at yourself, you won't make it at the fire department very long. So, well,
I will say you're going to be missed. You've taught us a lot. Your legacy will go on. Little things we'll always remember about you, and I just want to say congratulations and have a happy retirement.
Thanks, Bob. Thank you.